bring.
Hey guys, I'm Christian aka FeintAttacks's, and I'm bringing you today my very first top 5 on the channel. I've actually not done a top 5 in quite a while, so I hope that I don't really mess all this up and make it just as easy as possible for you guys to understand. As you guys know that these top 5s are always 100% opinionated, meaning they will go in order to I like. But please remember, you don't have to agree with how my list goes. If you have your own top 5 Mega Evolutions list, please leave it in the comment section below so I can see. I hope that you guys enjoy today's top 5. If you could go ahead and hit that like button for me, it would be greatly appreciated. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, you want to stick around and help support it, hit that subscription button, and thank you again. Let's kick off with number 5. Kicking off this list at number 5 is my all-time favourite Generation 1 Pokemon, Charizard. Back in Red and Blue, this was my all-time favourite starter, and my love for Charmander's evolution line has not changed. Even if you brought a Charizard TCG card to school, you was classed as a cool kid. Now in Generation 6, when they made him have a Mega Evolution and he was actually part Dragon, I fell in love with this guy even more. I absolutely love the guy's design, bringing the black and blue colours together now, and he actually looks like a dragon. It's crazy. Its base stat for HP are 78, its attack is at 130, his defense is at 111, his special attack is at nice and he powerful 130, his special defense also could do with a boost, it's at 85, and its speed is at 100. Although I really don't base all my love on the guy's stats, it's just the fact that he's my favourite starter Pokemon and he also got a Mega Evolution. I was so happy with how this guy turned out, so I really wanted to include this guy in my Mega Evolution list. Now I know there's plenty of more Mega Evolutions I could really go with, and it's the fact that Charizard was introduced back in Pokemon X and Y, but it's the fact that he will always have my love for being at number 1 starter Pokemon, and I'll just absolutely love Charizard until the day I die pretty much. And now he's got Mega Charizard X, I absolutely love his design and love everything about the guy, so I really wanted to put him in this list and I had to put him at number 5. Alright, at number 4 we have Generation 3 Pokemon Metagross. Whenever I used to play through Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, I can always remember picking up my Beldum from Steven, and every time I played through the game, whenever I evolved it into a Metagross, I felt like a master trainer. Like, honestly, I felt like I accomplished a big goal in my life. I would spend hours training this guy up on wild Pokemon, and I would always have him evolve into a Metagross before taking on the Hoenn Elite Four, because I thought, you know what, the Elite Four's not going to be able to body me if I've got a Metagross on my team. And then when they introduced that, it got a Mega Evolution, I was so happy, and you gotta admit, this guy looks straight up for something from like Optimus's Prime Squad. I swear to God, he looks like a Transformer, like legit, he looks amazing. I love the fact that he's floating in midair, giving the guy a full-on attack pose when his arms comes together, and he delivers like something like a Giga Impact. He looks absolutely amazing. Looking at his base stats, his HP is at 80, a whopping 145 in attack, an outstanding 150 in defense. His special defense is at 110, his speed also goes up to 110 too. So he starts making me pretty goddamn good Pokemon. My love will never change for Metagross, and I always see him as one of the most badass Pokemon in the generation, so this guy has got to go up as number 4. Alright, at the number 3 spot on this list is another Generation 3 Pokemon, and it's Salamence. Again, with the same Mega Metagross, you had that awesome feeling if you had a Salamence on your team back in the days. This guy took hours to train up, and when you finally evolved him at level 55, the reward does certainly pay off. Whenever I had a Salamence on my team, I felt like the most OG's trainer in the world. I felt like nothing could beat me, not even the Elite Four. It was absolutely crazy. I've used Salamence countless times in my Let's Plays, and I always get excited when I run into him into a randomizer, or when I use him in a Wi-Fi battle, so he really does put an edge onto my battling game. So with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, they introduced a Mega Evolution on Salamence and turned him into a big ass jet-looking Pokemon. To be honest, he's number 3 on this list, and it was a really hard choice because there are so many different Mega Evolutions that I liked and I could have at the number 3 spot, but the reason that this guy was there because of my love for Generation 3 and the fact I loved having Salamence on my team put him at number 3. Looking at the guy's base stats, he's chilling at his HP at 95 and an amazing stat at 145 as his attack, with also a very nice defense of 130. His special attack also chilling at 122, it's really nice as well, adding to the guy. His special defense could be better, but it's chilling at 90, and his speed is really nice at 120. So overall, his stats are really nice, and he makes him perfect threat to whenever he comes out onto the field. So that's the reason why Mega Salamence is at number 3 for me. Coming in at number 2 on this list is Mega Gallade. Although looking at this guy, he's ready to throw down his Blue Eyes White Dragon in attack mode, there's more to the eye than his dual disc. This guy fits in number 2 spot because when he was introduced as a new evolution to Kirlia back in Diamond and Pearl and Platinum, you know you had to have one. It makes more sense in creating a Gallade due to the fact that it actually looks like a male form of Kirlia's evolution. You get a Gallade from evolving a male Kirlia with a Dawnstone. Like I said, you get a Gardevoir from leveling up a Kirlia to level 30. I love the fact that this guy got a Mega Evolution, and my love for this guy has grown from more from using him in Wi-Fi battles. And recently in my Wi-Fi battles, all I've been using is a Mega Gallade. And it's just the fact that I can run a nice combination with this guy with Swords Dance and an Ice Punch and Close Combat. It can really make him a big threat. Looking at his base stats, he could use an improvement in his HP with it being at 68, but he gets an amazing attack boost to 165, making him a good physical attacker. He could get a boost in his defense while it's at 95, so this guy could take more of a hit, and again his special attacks lacking at 65. If he would have had a bigger boost in that, he would be an amazing powerhouse. His special defense is not the one of the best, but it covers up for him having 95 defense with his special defense at 115, and his speed is a chilling rate of 110. When combined with the Swords Dance, this guy can be a big threat to any Pokemon with the right moveset and easily makes this guy one of my favourite Wi-Fi Pokemon to use. This guy has definitely earned his spot at number 2 on this list. Alright, so the moment you've all been waiting for, my favourite Mega Evolution Pokemon of all time has to be Mega Altaria. Why he's the best has nothing to do with his stats, it's how he's used in Wi-Fi battles, but the general fact that he's one of my favourite designed Pokemon. I'm a big fan of Dragon type Pokemon, and I feel this guy fits one perfectly. Yeah, he does look more cuddly than scary, but that's why I like him so much. I always use this guy in Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, and I used him when I was playing through Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire in my Let's Play. He's one of my favourite Pokemon to use throughout any Let's Play. I always feel achieved when I evolve this guy from a Swablu in my Let's Plays. And I love its shiny sprite so much. How they gave him a gold body, and then when he Mega Evolves, like all the glitter just comes off the guy. He does absolutely look a great Pokemon. When he Mega Evolves, my love for this guy grows each time because I love his design, how he looks like God, like a rare bird you would see. Although he's got the tail like a little bit of Articuno, I think that just really fits him into like the rare bird scenery. Honestly, that's my whole opinion. He has one of the best designs in the Pokemon franchise, but honestly, that's my 100% opinion. I don't expect you guys to agree on me, but then again, we've all got our favourite Pokemon, so that's that. And I love this guy, and it will never change for that. Moving on to his stats, they're not in the best in the world, but he can cope with them, I guess. His HP is a base of 75, his attack is at 110, same with his defense at 110, and his special attack is at 110 too. Chilling at 105 with his special defense and his speed at 80 makes him a pretty standard Pokemon, but nevertheless, he's a great Pokemon to use, and the fact that he cuts out of his main weakness being Dragon types, gaining the Fairy typing, which can merely make this guy a great to use against Dragon Pokemon, merely makes this guy an asset in any situation. If there's like a Mega Salamence on the field, you can just bring in this Altaria, and you know, he's going to be able to withstand any attack, because obviously what can a Salamence do? He's more of like a physical attacker with like Draco Meteor, Dragon Claw, you know, Dragon Dance and all that stuff, so it makes him a really great Pokemon to use going against Dragon types. So with all that being said, he really does put this guy at number 1 on my list, and my love for Altaria will never change. He will always be one of my favourite Mega Evolutions too. Well, there you have it. There are my top 5 Mega Evolutions Pokemon to this date. Like I said, if you don't agree with me and my list, please leave your own top 5 Mega Evolutions in the comments down below, as I would love to see what your favourite Megas are. If you did enjoy today's video, as it always is appreciated if you could drop a like for me, as it did take a long time to put all this together and get it ready for you guys. Also, if you would like to see this turn into a series, please leave a comment down below saying what you'd like to see your next top 5 being. With all that being said, I've been Christian, aka FeintAttacks's. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.